Hello all, today I'm here to speak to you on the given topic for casual analysis. Why has there been an increased pressure on manufacturers to provide a complete and accurate content list, and how has this affected business and consumers? As you all know, generally for any business, manufacturers should provide an accurate and complete content list for all the products. Well, what is the importance of having a complete and accurate content list for products? Also, why has there been an increased pressure on manufacturers for it? And how has this affected not only business but consumers also? In this seminar, we will look at the importance of product labeling from various factors related to consumers and manufacturers. Firstly, the major factor to be considered is health. The products that are being purchased may contain contents that would cause a negative output within the purchase, from being a minor to a fatal health hazard. Secondly, savings worth. Looking at the presented contents of a particular product's content to see if the contents used are worth the money consumers are paying for, in terms of value, quality, and quantity. Lastly, if manufactured goods are environmental friendly, consumers would be informed through the contents presented on label. This seminar would be concluded with the thought: despite the use of products by consumers, it is solely their decision to be responsible for the choices they make before purchasing a product. Their choice to buy or not depends on the contents presented, may it be harmless and beneficial or harmful and a loss to them. Labels, as a distinct form of signage, is affixed to a product on which the information about the product is written. Contents presented are shopping aids to consumers. There has been an increased pressure on manufacturers to provide a detailed content list for consumers. However, this has affected both business and consumers. Hence, this shows that the increased pressure on manufacturers to provide a complete and accurate content list on their products due to health risks, savings worth, and plain cause of additional harm to the environment, affecting both business and consumers. Product labeling, as mentioned earlier, aids buyers and sellers of the content and purpose of products they are buying. What is the important section that should be mentioned in detail on product labels? That is the content list. It provides information on the ingredients, amount, and concentration of the ingredients. Sensitive information is vital for consumers, as they are informed about the implements of drugs and other chemicals in the product. It's important that food producers label food so that people can choose to avoid irradiated or genetically modified food. Also, food labeling is crucial to people with certain food allergies. Some foods are irradiated to clear foods of foodborne diseases and provide support for unsafe factory farming practices. According to a report in 2004 by the Institute of Responsible Technology, the effects of consuming genetically modified soybean crops sprayed with herbicides involved people developing irritable bowel syndrome, digestion problems, chronic fatigue, headaches, lethargy, and skin complaints, including acne, eczema, all related to soy consumption. Secondly, savings worth. Quality and quantity. Are consumers getting what they are paying for? Product is worth the expense after reading contents. Although consumers' perceptions of price, quality, and value are considered pivotal determinants of shopping behavior and product choice, one fundamental problem limiting work in area involves the meaning of the concepts quality and value are distinct and elusive constructs that often are mistaken for imprecise adjectives like goodness or luxury or shininess or weight. Quality and value are not well differentiated from each other and from similar constructs such as perceived worth and utility. Until recently, little formal conceptual effort has been directed towards isolating theoretical reasons for the price-perceived quality relationship, or how such a relationship involves buyers' perceptions of value or their purchase intentions or choices. Thirdly and lastly, environmental harm. Environmental harm. Garden products, fertilizers, pesticides. Chemical content and concentration gets the work done, but is it safe to use for the long term? Excuse me. Expansion and intensification of cultivation are amongst the predominant global changes of this century. Intensification of agriculture by use of high-yielding crops, varieties, fertilization, irrigation, and pesticides has contributed substantially to the tremendous increases in food production over the past 50 years. Land conversion and intensification, however, has altered the biotic interactions and patterns of resource availability in ecosystems and can have serious local, regional, and global environmental consequences. The use of ecologically based environment strategies can increase the sustainability of agricultural production while reducing off-site consequences. Excuse me. In addition, products purchased in terms of gardening or for plain daily use, such as plastic bags and grow bags, when not in use or are thrown away, consumers would like to know if these products are not harmful to the environment, hence being biodegradable, quality, and environmental friendly products. Increasingly, purchasing managers have been asked not only to transform purchasing into a more strategic function, but also to integrate environmental issues in their decisions. Introducing the environmental dimension into purchasing decisions embeds a new set of trade-offs in the decision and complicating the decision-making process with both qualitative and quantitative factors. It can be concluded that due to the increase in pressure on manufacturers to provide a complete and accurate content list on their products, due to the mentioned reasons such as health risks, savings worth, and plain cause of additional harm to the environment, has indefinitely affected business and consumers. Despite products having a positive impact after being used by consumers, consumers neglect or aren't aware of most of the contents of those products. These lead to a lot of problems, either it being health related, savings worth, or environmental. Manufacturers should always provide a full content of products if they are to avoid a lawsuit, as their products' sales is solely relied upon the consumer's intellect. Their judgment of use will be their own without having to be deceived to buy products that would or would not depend on the contents cause harm to them, depending on the contents causing harm to them and to the environment. The use of products by consumers are solely their own responsibility after knowing the full content of the product in question. The choice on either buying or not depends on the contents, may it be harmless and beneficial or harmful and a loss to them. Thank you. Questions that had been asked in a previous session that I had conducted with several workmates and classmates had been answered within the speech that I had presented. Thank you.